Well, with gun control under the microscope yet again, the I-Team is examining how much money the National Rifle Association, or the NRA, has given Wisconsin elected officials. TMJ4's Sean Gallagher has that story.
The disparity between gun rights and gun control advocates is wider than the partisan lines drawn. Those who are pro-gun back up the Brinks truck when it comes to supporting those politicians who support their beliefs. Those who are pro-gun control, on the other hand, aren't as organized and don't contribute nearly as much. But on the topic of guns, one political expert says the lobby doesn't have as much pull as you may think. Inevitably, in the aftermath of shootings like the one at Robb Elementary School, politics are brought in. What can elected officials do to make sure a tragedy like this never happens again? The focus after Uvalde, Texas, is on guns. And the group that has the most money to push their agenda is the National Rifle Association. According to Open Secrets, a nonprofit watchdog for campaign contributions, the NRA has had a significant vested interest in Republican Senator Ron Johnson's campaigns. He has received over $200,000 in direct financing and over $1 million in outside independent spending for TV ads, both for Johnson and against his opponents. That totals over $1.2 million from the NRA alone, the 15th highest total of any current elected official in the country. Compare that to his counterpart in the state, Democrat Tammy Baldwin. She's received just $51,000 from gun control advocates, and the NRA has spent nearly $750,000 in opposition of Baldwin, the 10th highest dollar amount the NRA has spent against any current elected official.
There's no doubt that the amount of money that a pro-gun person gets in contributions versus somebody who's for gun control gets is just an indication of the imbalance in American politics.
Mordecai Lee is a political scientist at UW-Milwaukee. He says politicians may take influence from special interest groups based on how much money they receive, but not when it comes to guns.
It's much more that Ron Johnson is pro-gun, and that's his position, and he happens to benefit from it in contributions, as opposed to Ron Johnson being some kind of amoral politician who says, I'll grab the money and run, and that's why I won't change my position on guns. I think it's authentically felt by politicians on both sides of that position.
How does that influence what politicians do when a group like the NRA donates so much money to get a person elected?
Politicians are acutely aware that they need money for a successful campaign. I think issues of guns and probably abortion are the exceptions in American politics. You don't have any politicians who say, well, I'll decide to be pro-gun so I can get the money. It's usually the other way. A politician is sort of right of center, is generally for gun rights, and then they get rewarded for their already existing position by getting that kind of contributions.
I reached out to Senator Johnson's office asking whether the NRA has influenced his voting record or how he approaches being a lawmaker for the state of Wisconsin. They tell me the senator appreciates the support people offer, but that support never impacts his views on issues or how he votes. Reporting for the I-Team, I'm Sean Gallagher.